Hi, and welcome back to PSL Living. My little friend here is Coco, who comes to us from the Humane Society of St. Lucie County, as well as Dave Robertson, the operations manager there. Welcome back, Dave.
Thank you.
I'm going to put Coco up here so our viewers can get a good look at this little guy, and I hate to give him up because he's so sweet and cuddly. What can you tell us about Coco?
Coco's lab and golden retriever mix. He came into us as a stray, him and his brother. We think it's his brother. They came in together. His brother is, or his litter mate is all black. They're just about 9 weeks old, and they're available for adoption. They're both looking for their home.
Oh, that's awesome. And of course they come with all their shots and a microchip and so forth?
Yep, they have all their vaccinations. They'll have a rabies vaccination, a microchip, a complete vet exam, and of course a spay and neuter surgery.
Okay. Now Coco is very gently sitting here, and I was holding him for a little bit before the camera started rolling. But you tell me he's got a playful side to him.
He does. Coco was sitting on my lap this morning, but as he got a little more comfortable with me, his true puppy side came out. He became a lot more playful, and he was chewing pencils and trying to eat pens. So he's all puppy underneath, but it seems that he likes to sit and cuddle too.
He is just beautiful, and it was like I told you, it was like holding a baby this morning. I didn't want to put him even up here on the table. Dave, what else, besides the fact that we want to let everybody know that Coco's and his brother
yes.
Are up for adoption, what else does the Humane Society have going on that you want to tell us about?
Well, this time of year, Rita, with kids going back to school, a lot of kids are looking for volunteer opportunities, and the Humane Society is always looking for volunteers. So we have scheduled 2 volunteer training sessions twice a week at 11 o'clock on Tuesdays and Saturdays for those kids that are looking for volunteer opportunities and would like to work with animals. Just contact the Humane Society or come on by 11 o'clock on Tuesdays and Saturdays.
All right, great.
They're also looking for volunteers in their Petco and PetSmart, our satellite adoption centers. One of the criteria for that is you must be 18 years of age or older.
Okay.
Yeah, and following that, on August 21st and 22nd, we have a massive adopt-a-thon with Petco, and our community partner. We're at Petco every day of the week, 7 days a week, but on the 21st and 22nd, we're having an adopt-a-thon. We'll probably have about 10 or 12 dogs and probably about the same in cats and kittens.
So that means your, what I call your mobile adoption unit,
yes.
that will be there with all those dogs. It's a wonderful way to get the community to see the animals, and they can go home that day with those animals if they wish, right?
Yes. Most often the animals are already spayed and neutered. They've had their exam and all their vaccinations before they go to outside adoption events. On the rare occasion, there are some that we just can't get to. Just because of their busy schedule, but they can usually go home that day of adoption at outside facilities like PetSmart and Petco.
Right, that's great. People go in for animal food for a pet they may have at home and walk out with an extra dog or cat. I've seen it happen. It's wonderful. So these, now let me switch gears a little bit to the cats that you've got. I know you've been overrun with cats this summer. How are those adoptions going? Adoptions
have really picked up with cats and kittens. We've reduced our adoption rates from $75 to $40 for the first one and $25 for the second, kind of a mentoring program. Often a new cat or kitten that goes into a home is a little bit lost, so offering kind of a mentoring type or a mommy and me type program allows 2 of them to get adjusted, and sometimes with an older cat it's easier for the younger one to have it around.
Right, and good, great company.
Yep.
And while you're out of the house or working, they're great company for
each other company.
Right. Fostering families, you still need those as well?
Absolutely. We're although our adoptions in cats have increased a little bit, we still have literally hundreds of cats that are looking for homes. Some that need specialized foster homes, some that just need to get out of the shelter because it's just not a great environment for a young kitten to nurture in.
Right. Although you're doing the best that you can with the facility that you have there, and you've got them in places where they would not normally be, but you've also got this beautiful facility that is fairly new, where your cats, if you have a certain number of cats where they're staying, correct?
Yes, a portion of our facility, we've made it an open air type concept, which has really helped us reduce disease in the cat building, particularly an upper respiratory infection. It's kind of open air. It's a newer portion of our building that's been renovated, and we probably have about 75 cats in there. in a building that's built to house 35 cats. So
wow.
we're still sincerely we're swamped.
Still in need.
We're still in need.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to do what we can to help ease that for you a little bit, and certainly help get Coco and his sibling adopted as soon as possible. I hope you can report next week that that's happened. We love to hear that. We still have a 100% success rate, as far as I know.
We do.
Okay.
In fact, recently we've had a 100% success rate, and since the show started, we've had over 150 adoptions. And in recognition of that, the Humane Society would like to present all the staff here at Port St. Lucie Living and recognize you for all the wonderful work you've done on behalf of all the animals that you've helped save.
Oh, Dave, that's just beautiful.
We've achieved over 150 adoptions. PSL Living has done that. And we're sincerely grateful.
Well, we're just the venue to get the word out. It's the community that's stepping up to the plate, including the community here in City Hall, who often sees the animals come through when we're filming, and has taken many of those home. I've got one in my home as a result of you coming on the program. And the other thing is that our animal control department, who work so hard and don't often get recognition, they really do this as well, because without them, we wouldn't know about these animals, and you wouldn't be bringing them on set. So, you know, I thank you for this. It's a wonderful. The plaque is beautiful, and but the fact that we hear each week that these dogs and cats have found homes is thanks enough. So, but that's beautiful. We'll find a special place for it. All right, and we'll see you next week, Dave.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, and we'll be right back after this message.